I'm on the way to go and pick the keys up for a new property that I brought. I paid 85,000 for the property. There's 5,000 legal fees and stamp duty. The refurb cost hopefully will be about 10 to 15,000 pounds. Once finished, the property should be valued at about 130, and the rent hopefully will be about 850 a month. So let me go and fetch the keys and we'll find out if I've brought a good investment or I've made a big mistake. Let's go and have a look. So first thoughts are, you can smell how damp it is. Obviously they've had some kind of animals in here or something like that, but it looks like it's been empty for a good 6 months, maybe more, to be quite honest with you. You can see with all the damp and a bit of mould coming here, look. It's got all flies on windows. Strip it all back, sort this bit out, replaster it all, reskim it all, paper off. Until we strip all this off, we'll not know exactly what we're dealing with, but we'll get all this stripped off. The problem here, we've got damp, it's everywhere around this building here. What we'll do with this, we'll chop all the plaster off to 1.2 metres high, then we'll inject it with a damp solution. Then what we'll do is put like a big matting over it, what goes after it, to stop all this from coming back through, so none on it should come back through. Also, what we'll do is check the chimneys above to make sure they're all capped off and there's no water coming down to here to causing all this problem. But yeah, we'll get all that sorted, there shouldn't be a problem. We're coming to the kitchen. All the kitchen will need coming out here. We'll put a brand new kitchen in, which will cost quite a bit to put a new kitchen in, but as you can see, the kitchen's quite bad, so we'll need to redo all this. What we'll do with the kitchen as well, we'll make it feel a bit more open plan. So what we'll do is put a lintel across here, make all this open so it flows through into this room, so it becomes one. We'll check what they've done here. I'm guessing there'll be a lintel already in, but we'll double check, make sure there is a lintel in. That could be a problem. If there isn't a lintel, we'll have to get one in. Going upstairs, we'll do the same again. We'll take all this paper off. Once we've took the paper off, we'll see how bad the walls are underneath, and we'll know the real problems, what's underneath there. But chances are, if it's all alright, we'll reskim it all and get it all redone again. As you can see in this room again, we've got damp and mould. More, I'd say, a condensation problem. We'll go up and have a look at the roof, see how bad the roof is. That could be a problem and an expensive job if the roof needs doing as well. We'll find out what's behind all this paper once we start stripping it off. You see the people who lived here before, they've left some of the mess up here and stuff like that, so they've not been looking after the property. It's been neglected for years. Looking at the bathroom, there's a couple of cracked tiles here what we need to change. If we can get the plumber to get some pipes up and put a shower in, and then a shower screen across here and a curtain to make, or a curtain or a glass screen to make it look better. We've done in here before is originally this would have been one big bedroom where the bathroom was, so they've moved the bathroom from the front, which is here, and moved the bathroom to the middle to create like a little bedroom here, which is good enough, so it becomes a 3-bedroom property. Same again, problems with damp, condensation, so there's more a condensation problem up here, to be honest with you. So we'll have a look how the gutters are. It might be the gutters outside what needs unblocking and running down, the water running down the cavity, causing all these problems here. But through here, you can see how bad the damp is really. Well, the mould, more mould than damp, to be honest with you. So see how bad it is. It's just flaking away, all the paper and everything, paint's flaking away. Got problems in the ceiling there, so I would have guessed at one point the roof would have been leaking. So like you say, that would be an expensive job, but we'll have a look at the roof. Down to the garden. As we come to the outside, you can see we're looking up here for any structural problems. You can see the gutters are sat on the brickwork, so if the gutters become full, that's what's probably causing all the damp in there. Plus the condensation, there's no trickle vents in the windows, so we'll have to sort that out. But what we'll do is check all these gutters out, make sure then they're clear and there's no blockage, what's going back down the cavity and causing problems in the bedrooms. So it's not too bad actually, it just needs a clean. So we'll clean all this, de-weed it all. We could create a parking space here for someone. People can drive down here, we'll take this fence down, put some gates in. It's a nice little parking space, so that's a good little find really. Like I said, just a nice clean up and that should be good enough to go. Yeah, so the figures on this property, I paid 85,000 for the property. With stamp duty and legal fees, there's another 5,000 there. Looking what we've got now, I'd say the refurb cost will be under 10k. So overall, it'll stand us at roughly about £100,000. The end value, what we'll try and get once we've done the kitchens and sorted all the problems out within the house, will be probably about 130. The rental income will be anywhere between 800 to 850 once done. Timescale on this, I would say, would roughly be, I would say probably about 4 or 5 weeks. But before we do that, we need to get over to the office block because we're on a deadline for that and we need to get that done now. So let's go over and have a look at that now. So we're at the town centre location where we're doing the new build conversion. I brought this property for £98,000. Once it's finished, it'll be an office block downstairs, a flat upstairs and a second flat above. It should generate about £2,000 a month, so there's good yield in it. Let me show you what we're doing. So since buying this, we had a change of plan. We were going to do this as an office and rent it out, but what we've done instead, we decided to keep it for his own office. So we're going to move the team from LA into the Chesterfield town centre. So we've had to change a few things because we want it bespoke on how we want it. Danny's finished off the plastering. You can see we've had to put smoke alarms in, we've skinned it all out. We've took it all back down to brick, and we're going to put some nice new laminate flooring in here. We'll probably have a desk over here somewhere, another desk here, probably one here. So I'll try and get 3 desks in. Shop window open front, so everyone will be seeing what we're doing. Originally, this was just a shop, and it had the door here. So what we've done is knock through to create this back bit, and we've got all this backspace now. So as you come through, you can see what we've done is created a backspace here. So originally there was a door in here, and this would have been a separate building to the front shop. So this would have been an office block on itself, but we've made it into one now to make a bigger room. We've basically took it all back down to brick, rewired it, smoke alarms in, we've replastered it, we've put a damp proof membrane on to stop any damp from coming through, and then we've got the painters in just finishing the painting off. What we'll need to do is they come next week, the guys come and they're going to put a suspended ceiling in here because it has to be half an hour fire protected on both ones. So this is like a pink plasterboard, what gives it half an hour protection, and then we put a suspended ceiling in which will give it another half an hour protection of fire for the flats above. So we'll get a desk here, a big desk here, which will have 4 people sat here. And then as you're coming through here, we'll have another desk which runs down here, which will probably get 3 people sat here. I would probably say 3 people there. We'll do a media wall probably there as well. Going into this bit, we'll have a nice little kitchen area here. So we'll get a fridge, we'll get a sink here, probably a microwave on the top, cave ram like here somewhere. We'll have the toilet in here, obviously, as you can see. Once finished, it'll be a nice little area for outside as well, which we've got a bit more work to do on that. One of the problems what we did have when we got the building, we got this safe. The safe come with it. We didn't have a key for the safe, couldn't move it. It weighs a ton. The safe weighs a ton. So luckily we've found the key now, so we can undo it and whatever's in the safe, hopefully money. So once we undo the safe, we can get everything out of the safe, whatever's making it as heavy, probably put it on wheels and take it out and get rid of the safe, and that'll be sorted then. We can move that. We've got this finished, we'll move the late team in here, and then there's the project to do the 2 flats above. So we'll do 2 flats above, but that's a different project. So at the moment we're on a deadline. We've got 4 weeks because obviously the recruitment business is expanding, so we need to get more staff in this office. So we're on a tight schedule of 4 weeks to get this done. I think we'll get it done easily in 4 weeks, so we can get this team moved up here, and instead of working from Clay Cross, we'll work from Chesterfield Town Centre. We're with Danny. Danny's finishing the plastering off now, aren't you, Danny? So Danny's been here. How long have you been here for, Danny? About 3 weeks? 2 or 3 weeks now, just skimming it all out, boarding it. He's done all the damp course on it. Hopefully, he's got his tan on. I think he's been outside sunbathing. So then we've got my dad here. My dad's been here as well with Danny, so Danny and my dad's both been on this project, trying to get it pushed forward. When we stripped it all back down to brickwork, there were dust everywhere, so they were coming home every day. The dust all over you, weren't you? So my dad's used to the dust, aren't you, Dad? But they were like we were down pit every day because there was just dust and everything. I think this building is probably about 140-year-old, so the dust from it was unreal, to be honest with you. But as you can see, it's all fresh now, and it'll be a nice fresh building for us to move into. So we've just come from the new office. I wanted to show you the old office where it all started from 3 years ago. I want to introduce you to the team, what's made all this happen, and let's see how they're doing. Since having this office, we've grown in staff, so we've got a lot of staff now. We need a bigger office to accommodate all the staff what we're getting in. Right, so this is the current office where it all started from. We've got meet the team, so we've got deck here, Deck's on sales. He's smashing it on the sales, doing really well. Yep. Also, he dibs into the recruitment, which Gaz doesn't like, but he keeps dipping into it. So, Deck, what are you doing today?
Doing sales, going through the live client list, see what our clients are recruiting for, and discussing any current or future vacancies. Not doing recruitment today because Gaz is in office, so yeah, staying away from recruitment. So, full on sales today.
Yeah. So then we've got James here. James started with us 3 months ago. Since then, he's done really well. He's hit all his targets and everything like that, so he's doing really well. James, what are you doing today, mate?
Pretty much the opposite of Declan. So I'll be doing resourcing today. So going through the current vacancies that I've got, doing some resourcing, finding some candidates to send through, and following up on the interviews that we've had booked in. So as soon as they come out, we'll follow up on those and hopefully get some new starters.
Good, doing really well. And then we've got Gaz, 20 years experience in recruitment, doing really well, works part-time with us, but he knows everything about recruitment. So if there's anything to turn to, everyone turns to Gaz in recruitment. Gaz, what are you doing today, mate?
I don't think I know everything, but today I've come in, I work Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm just sorting out reviews for all the guys in and around here, working in the office, just quantifying the sales process, feeding into the recruiters and making sure that we're going to hit and successfully hit targets and encourage and give advice.
Yeah, well done guys. And then last but not least, we've got Sam. Sam keeps everything nice and tidy. She does all the admin. She jumps in on the equipment when needed. So Sam, what are you doing today?
So I'm mainly just sorting out everybody in the office, so especially Deck's love life. That's up and down.
Actually sorting that.
But yeah, so I'm mainly just sending invoices and doing some admin today.
So yeah, so Sam keeps everything nice and neat. But we've actually got 3 weeks to get out of this office and into the new office before the new team members arrive, so we can grow the business and keep expanding like we have been doing. So that's where we're at with the business this week. And for today, we've taken on another investment property. We've got a new office to finish, and we've got to get it over the line within the next 3 to 4 weeks to get the team moved up there. So we've got plenty going on and plenty happening. But before we get stuck into all that and get it finished, we've got something much more important to do. A few months ago, we made a promise. For every person we help back into work at a late, we will donate £100 to the Chesterfield stroke unit. Next week, we're finally handing over the cheque. It's something the whole team has been working really hard to achieve. Then it's straight back because we've got an office to finish before the new team arrives, and the countdown has already started.